I just wanted to talk about some of the basic settings you can make on your website that will help get it made visible to search engines. So let's look at some of the more technical settings. If you log into WP Admin for our site, which is Helpful Web Demo, we'll need a dash between WP and Admin. Okay, and again, this computer's remembered the username and password, but your username and password will be in the PDF that we send you when you sign up. And if we just look at this left-hand column, towards the bottom there's an area called Settings. It has a lot of technical settings in it, and we'll work through those in these tutorials when we need them, but there are just some that are worth setting up straight away. So let's start off with some general settings. And there's just two that we want to talk about here. The first is blog title, and the other is tagline. So we'll change the blog title from being helpfulwebdemo.com to, let's call it helpful space web space demo. So it's more like natural English. Although, yeah,
like
that's
that.
great. And then tagline will be a way to learn WordPress. And then just scroll down and save your settings. Great. If you want, click on Visit Site and we'll see what happened when you made those changes. Okay, you can see just where your mouse is. helpfulwebhosting.com has changed to Helpful Demo, and your tagline has been added to the site as well.
Right.
Now where those appear depends on the theme you've chosen, but in our theme they appear here in the top left.
And can I change those two lines anytime?
Yeah, you can.
So just going through the steps we just did.
Yeah. So let's go back to WP Admin. The next thing I want to do is to look at some of the privacy settings. And there's two choices, and at the moment, because our demo site isn't really suitable for search engines, it's been set to I want to block search engines and allow normal visitors. But more than likely you'll want the other choice, which will make your blog visible to other search engines, and it will start appearing on Google and being in Technorati or whatever. So save those changes. That's great. Now sadly I can't show you that you're immediately on Google, but in a few days it would start to appear on Google. And then the last setting looks really, really geeky, which is called permalinks. Permalinks are the URL you would type if you wanted to get to a specific page or post on your website. By default, WordPress just gives the address and then this P equals and a number for the page. That doesn't work very well on search engines. It's better if we can create a way of having the page described which gives the title of the post or page in the URL. Search engines like that. So we'll do a custom structure and delete what's there. And we'll type in a new thing. So begin with a slash, and then we'll put in the code for year, which is percentage year percentage. That means that the URL will be yoursite.com/2010/whatever. The reason I'm putting the year in is because WordPress works better if the first thing in a structure is a number, and this is an easy way of getting a number into the URL. The next one will be category, so percentage category, percentage. Categories are what you can use to organize your blog posts into different categories, and it's a helpful way for people to find their way around your site. We'll cover categories later when we talk about writing posts. And then the last one we'll do is post name, POSTNAM, percentage. This post name is a kind of summarized title of the page or post that you write, and having that in your URL will make a lot of sense to search engines, and people who search for those words are likely to find the post or page that you wrote. So save your changes. And that's it. That's all we need to do just to get the basic settings up and running. You can always come back and change these later, but it's good to have the basics set out right now. There's maybe one more thing we could do. If we go back to writing, I beg your pardon, go back to general, and we skip past these things like time zone and date format and time format and the week and the day that the week starts on. If you want to change those yourself, it's a good idea to change them when you first get your installation.
Yes, because right now I see that the dates are set up in the American format.
Yeah, and being British, I'd probably choose custom. Being Canadian, would you choose that one?
No, I would choose the British one. Remember,
Okay.
I've lived here for 13 years.
Cool. Okay, so we'll do that. That's great. Job done.